Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. A very warm welcome to is Tracy, and I am the representative of STA and I'll be your host today. So before we begin, just a heads up to everyone that we will be recording these sessions for our internal training purposes. Please remember to mute yourself. And if you have any questions, please feel free to type it in the chat box and our support team will answer your questions behind the screen. For those who have attended our sharing sessions before, we have shared what is DeFi, what is NFT, and what is blockchain gaming. And lastly, how you can actually earn your passive income from GeFi. Today, we have our speaker Iskandar to share with you the future and roadmap of GeFi, plus some exciting updates about, from GeFi. So please stay with us until the end as we are giving out free GEG in our Q&A sharing sessions. So are you guys ready? If you're ready, give me a thumbs up in the chat box. If you're not ready, then we shall wait. Give me a thumbs up, guys. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up in your chat box. Yes. Yeah, great. Only one. So let's rock and roll. Pay attention or pay the price. Without further ado, let us all welcome Iskandar. I'll pass it to you, Iskandar.
Cool. Thank you so much, Tracy. Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's sharing session. As Tracy mentioned, I will be talking about the future, or what's next for GeFi, some exciting new updates, and we will be having that Q&A session at the end where you have a chance to win free GEG. That's right, free GEG at the end of this session. So stick around right till the end. Okay, so before I get into any of the updates about GeFi, I'd just like to introduce a bit of a new section for our sharing sessions. And we're going to just be talking about the news, basically some of the recent news that has happened with cryptocurrency in the last month or so, really. And I just want to make it clear that all of this is for informational purposes only. Nothing is financial, legal, or tax advice. The contents of this video is the opinions of myself and others who are not licensed financial advisors. Of course, let's go on. All right, so what we are going to be talking about with crypto news are basically regulations and adoptions across the world with crypto and with Bitcoin, really. So we know China has recently had some regulation going on. In fact, they've been banning crypto. So they've announced these new regulations banning all crypto mining and transactions. So buying, selling, and otherwise dealing in crypto is basically illegal. In the past, China has been a popular site for mining due to low electricity costs. But the country is experiencing some energy crisis and they're trying to be carbon neutral by 2050. So cryptocurrency actually makes that really hard because there is a lot of energy that goes into mining, which is also actually not very good for the environment. So in 2019, China was home to at least 70% of the global crypto mining. So 70% of the world's Bitcoin energy consumption. And that number has dropped below 50% this year, thanks to their massive ban that happened in May, basically. Now, this may be a bit unsettling in the short term, but it's actually good. It's actually quite good that there's less than half of the BTC energy consumption in China. If there's too much power and too much influence in one place, then that kind of nulls this decentralized aspect of things, right? So if a whole country kind of has the power to influence what happens in the market, so when of course China has some sort of regulation, if there's too many people involved in that, then of course influences the market. It's not really decentralized in that way. But this was sorted in May, so this recent ban will kind of reinforce that. It's not really that different from previous bans. And the Chinese crypto community, including DeFi protocols, is taking a better safe than sorry approach by blocking Chinese users. And because the risk of being investigated is really high, both in terms of physical and business safety, a lot of people from China had left. In May, at least, they had left to go elsewhere. They had to disperse from China, and that is probably going to continue with this latest ban. If they keep adding some regulations, then China will have to leave, basically. more of them will have to leave. But there is little impact to the wider crypto community. The May ban already shocked the market enough. And honestly, that's all just FUD. That's just fear, uncertainty, and doubt. If anything, if the market ever really goes down after a ban, it's because people are just scared and people are panicking. And you just have to know that there are a lot of people out there who kind of don't really know what they're doing when it comes to investing in crypto and trading. So they're just going to do it emotionally, which is something I always advise against. As was with all things crypto related, markets bounce back as resilient traders will find other ways to participate in the market. Data shows that crypto holders are increasingly shifting to DeFi protocols and decentralized exchanges, whereas that it seems like Huobi and Binance are actually taking away or actually kind of moving away from Chinese new users. But that's okay, because in a way they are actually kind of centralized, and they're moving to other decentralized exchanges like Uniswap and DYDX. According to data from Chain Analysis, the lack of crypto assets flowing out of Eastern Asia, combined with this news about switching to DEXs, basically suggests that funds are being kept within the region and are moving towards decentralized exchanges as opposed to mainland China users leaving China as well. So it's good because we're actually taking steps towards an even more decentralized space, of course, if China kind of lets this kind of happen. And if you're kind of worried again about like what happens when China bans, here are just some of the graphs that basically correspond to when China bans. So in 2017, in the 5th of September, this is the date where China enforced their ban. As you can see, of course, there was little dips, but there was a massive boom at the end of the year. So you can see there that it doesn't really have a negative effect. Of course, price action depends on many other factors. This is not exclusive to China bans, but this does show that there is a huge pump at the end of 2017. 2018 saw a lot of just sideways moving, so you can see it didn't really affect the market so much. You would expect it to dive down a lot more. That's what I'm saying. You would expect it to go even further down. This was a ban in 2018 and another in 2018. This was just a few months of kind of, but then there was a crash that was for other factors, of course. And 2019, as you can see, it also shot up in the beginning of the year of 2020 after China did some bans. And most recently, this was the huge crash. Of course, this was affected by other things, but we know now that it has boomed since then, basically. So yeah. No, not to fear. Honestly, it's always FUD. It's always fear, uncertainty, doubt. If you've never heard of that acronym before, really, just don't panic. It's going to keep happening. They always just announce it, and it just sparks some fear. They're going to keep doing this, so really, it's okay. Let's and here is a bit more of a comparison that I'll just show you quickly. So here are some of the other ban dates and basically how much it has moved up since those ban dates in price. So as you can see, it doesn't really have a huge long-lasting effect. Of course, it might have effect in the short term, but really it has no long-lasting effect. You can see 2017, it's moved almost 1,000% up. Even 2018, 500% up. And in this year, it's moved at least 15% up from where it was, according to this chart. This table at the time. So yeah, that's all FUD. No worries. It is what it is. Let's move on to America. So basically, we have to talk about America if we're talking about China. And basically, there has been an infrastructure bill, which includes provisions for crypto regulation passed by the Senate. This will address stopping cryptocurrency crimes and tax evasion, as well as stablecoin regulation and investment vehicles. So there was a response to a question. I'll actually just show you about a 1 minute
clip. You were asked about CBDC, or the central bank digital currencies, and their impact on stablecoin and other cryptocurrencies. And you stated, and I think I quote you correctly here, you wouldn't need stablecoins, you wouldn't need cryptocurrencies if you had a digital U.S. currency. So, Mr. Chairman, as a matter of policy, is it your intention to ban or limit the use of cryptocurrencies like we're seeing in China?
No, and I immediately realized I had misspoken there. I didn't mean to take the word cryptocurrency out of that sentence, and I would say it's fairly widely understood that central bank digital currencies could perform some of the could make.
But no intention to ban.
Less.
No intention to ban.
No intention to ban them, but they're, the stable coins are like money market funds. They're like bank deposits, but they're to some extent outside the regulatory perimeter, and it's appropriate that they be regulated. Same activity, same regulation.
Yep. So basically, as you can see, the guy said stable coins are outside the regulatory perimeter and it's appropriate they be regulated. So yeah, as a response to kind of these China bans, it is known that applying harsher securities regulations to cryptocurrency can potentially chase crypto business out of the country, which we have seen with China. So developing an objective and less industry hostile framework will keep unraveling as the best strategic decision. So this is what the US is working towards: regulation, not prohibition. And finally, in terms of global news, we'll just briefly talk about El Salvador. So as you guys know, El Salvador became the first country to accept Bitcoin as legal tender in a move that has got the nation and world debating opportunities and dangers of cryptocurrency. So millions of people downloaded their digital app and they got $30 worth of Bitcoin. Every citizen did. And when that happened, there was a rise in price to about $51,000. And that could be for other factors, but some analysts have linked it to the El Salvador news. However, there are also some downsides that have been happening. There have been Bitcoin protests in El Salvador against having Bitcoin, basically. There was a survey that only 4.8% of about 1,500 people really understood what Bitcoin was. So, this is kind of an experiment, and it's good for, I guess, the rest of the world to kind of see what it takes to mass adopt Bitcoin. It's a little bit of a bad example because Bitcoin, of course, is very expensive, and El Salvador is kind of an impoverished Latin American country. So yeah, there might be people who are illiterate and don't have a cell phone or internet, and so they can't really use cryptocurrency. So there is a little bit of a weird thing going on there. And there has been a lot of protesting. So you can see some have destroyed a brand new Bitcoin machine. Others signs reading Bukele dictator, so the president. So this protest is also compounded by the fact that people kind of just disagree with the government or the authoritarian control of the president. They think he's a bit of a dictator. So yeah, we can look to El Salvador for answers on how to mass adopt BTC. Whether or not they do it successfully or not, we can at least learn something in the future. So this is kind of, we are going to see where this really goes. But what they are making moves towards, which is really cool, is that they're now mining Bitcoin using power from volcanoes, which is really awesome. The president has made good on his promise that he first announced in June. He said that he instructed a geothermal electric company to put up a plan to offer facilities for Bitcoin mining with very cheap, 100% clean, 100% renewable, and zero emissions energy from their volcanoes. So it's really cool. Only yesterday, they already generated about $270 in Bitcoin, but this is a still work in progress. We can have a look at what it looks like. This is their volcano Bitcoin mine. They're still testing and installing new mining equipment, so we will be very excited to see where that leads us. And in other news that relates more towards GeFi, I'd just like to point out to everybody that Axie Infinity has had a massive, massive pump. Not really surprised again. They've gone up 70% this week after they had launched their new staking service. So you can actually stake your AXS now onto the Axie Infinity land, but of course you can stake access in our own GeFi pools. So we really kind of got in there really early with collaborating with the staking side of Axie. So I do recommend, of course, if you haven't, checking out Axie, investing in Axie. This is really relevant to GeFi. So yeah, there's a lot of trust, there's a lot of faith, and there's a lot of potential when it comes to GameFi, right? So Axie Infinity went from, in one day, they went from just under $80 to $118, almost $120. It was about a $40 rise in just one day, which is pretty awesome. If you didn't invest down here, I would recommend investing soon when there's a dip so that you don't miss out whenever it bursts to who knows how far it'll go up, $200, $300. Eventually, it could very well get there. So Axie Infinity, watch out for it. All right, guys. So now we will be moving on to GeFi. We will be talking about the roadmap for Gemstone Finance. We'll go through each service and discuss what is next for each of them. So first, we have updates on our lucrative financial vaults, right? So we have our GeFi vaults. Of course, we know this last month we've introduced a lot of new pools into our GeFi Finance vault. So of course, we have had released some ape swap pools. So as I said, Axis and BNB, we got Mbox, and of course we've got our single asset pools. Now I do have to tell you that as our GeFi team concentrates on other services now, we're going to be concentrating on other services. We don't expect to have new pools for the next month, at least for the next month or so, but stay tuned because GeFi will not stop building its foundation and ecosystem. So it will keep releasing new pools and you will have more opportunities to earn rewards and stake your tokens. But in the meantime, get the best out of the current pools as you can. Keep harvesting your rewards, staking it back into the pool. And in fact, I would like to teach you a cool new way to get the best rewards. And we're going to be looking at a few of our pools at the moment. Our first one, we will look at 3 pools: our LP pool, Mbox, BNB, and our 2 single asset pools to earn Mbox and to earn BNB. So this is what I call circular compounding. So let's say you have your GEG and you liquidate it and you distribute it between your Mbox single asset pool and your BNB single asset pool. So you see here, you've put it into these pools, right? And you are earning Mbox and you are earning BNB. So you're getting rewarded with both Mbox and BNB. So when you harvest both of those tokens, you can take them and stake them into your Mbox BNB liquidity pool. So you're basically now earning GEG from this pool. So you earn GEG and you stake it back into your single asset pools. You earn BNB and Mbox, you stick it into your liquidity pool and you earn GEG and so on and so forth. And this is basically the circular compounding. So you're compounding your rewards across 3 pools and you're barely adding in any, new out-of-pocket funds. You are basically always just using, not recycling, but you're getting these rewards and you're cycling them inside this circle, which is really cool. So you're increasing the deposit of each single pool every time you harvest and stake, and therefore you're getting more rewards. So you're tripling your rewards in a way. And I would recommend it. It doesn't hurt to earn these kinds of tokens. BNB is great. Mbox has amazing potential. And GEG is only getting started, as you know. And there is another kind of way that you can do circular compounding. And this is with GEG and BNB itself. So as I said, you can stake your GEG and earn some BNB, and you can get your BNB and you'll have to put it into your GEG BNB LP. So in this way, you will have to provide more GEG, but at least you are using your rewards. You keep using the rewards you gain. You don't want to just have your rewards sitting somewhere, but you always want to be adding your rewards to your pool so that you're earning even more as time goes on, right? Increased deposit, increased rewards. That's compounding, and this is circular compounding. So I would very much recommend that. And yeah, GEG is only getting started, and GeFi is making moves and launching our new incredible services and our new token. So we have a new token incoming. Of course, if you haven't heard about it before, then this is all about it. So that's right, we have exciting news. Gemstones are going to be launched soon. So GEG ready to guess, GEG ready to gemstones. We are going to be sifting in to the gemstone side of things. So this is the cool, creative, and wacky side of decentralized finance, of blockchain technology. So what is the purpose of gemstones? First, basically, it is the main circulating token in our NFT marketplace. You'll be able to use gemstones to buy, sell, trade digital assets to anyone at any time, and it will also be the circulating token with our blockchain game. So you'll be able to create assets, again, trade your NFTs that you find or earn, and of course you play to earn, and you will most likely be playing to earn gemstones. So you'll use those gemstones throughout both of these services. So yeah, that is basically the purpose of gemstones. And yeah, so let's talk about the marketplace. So our NFT marketplace, I am so excited to be able to tell you guys more updates on our marketplace. We have our launch dates. So here are our launch dates. Here we go. Our official website launch will be in just a few days on the 8th of October. Our official website launch is just going to be in about 5 days time. So key that in, pencil that in your calendar. We are going to be launching our website soon. We'll have a demo marketplace, so you'll get to see a little bit more on how it will look like, the actual marketplace, just a couple days later on the 11th. And we will have our gemstone pre-sale. So this is super, super important. We're going to have an initial coin offering, or as we call it, initial stone offering, and our initial DEX offering. So kind of 2 rounds of pre-sales in a way, between the 15th and 20th of October. So this is an incredibly important date. This is when you guys are going to want to buy your gemstones ASAP. ASAP. You will want to get your gemstones. And of course, our NFT marketplace will completely launch at the end of the month, 22nd of October. So this month is going to be really exciting as we build up to this launch, our NFT marketplace launch. All right, let's talk more about gemstones and the supply within our tokenomics, basically. So yes, we will have 950 million gemstones distributed. There will be 10% in the GeFi Finance vault for staking for 2 years. We'll have our ISO within our public sales. So a percentage will go back to the team to ensure sustainable, rapid innovation, future incentives, and other products in the Stone Age. And some of the collected funds will be destructed or burned to sustain the gemstone finance ecosystem. I talked about coin burning in my last pay attention or pay the price voice note. So that is basically why I brought up coin burning, because that's very relevant to us. That is to basically sustain the gemstone ecosystem. And you can read here, 5% will be used to add liquidity into the DEX and 10% into the vaults. NFT gaming as well, and game development to upgrade that and to improve that. We'll have mining. So allocation will be towards the stake camp, Stone Age game, Stone Age metaverse, Stone Age metaverse, and NFT mining. And of course, partnership and marketing. So that's the basics of what our tokenomics are going to be and where they will be distributed. So yeah, we will have our initial stone offering. So this is an initial coin offering. So there is a little bit of a difference between ICO and IDO. ISO is basically, it's a pre-sale. So it's before it's ever even listed on anything. You guys have a chance. And IDO is the exact time it gets listed, then you can buy your gemstones. So let's talk about some of the gemstone stuff. So it is projected that it will be a $0.008 our ISO price, and our IDO price is estimated to be between $0.009 and $0.01. So that is going to be the launch price. So get it while it is this good. Definitely get it in while you can, when it's really nice, early, and cheap. So we also have a minimum and maximum purchase available. So our minimum purchase is 12,500 gemstones and our max is 125,000. And this is because we want to basically nullify the effect of whales. So we don't want whales to come in and buy all the gemstones possible and basically run the ecosystem into the ground. That's not what we like. We are, of course, long-term investment. We are a long-term fund. We don't want these whales to kind of, pump and dump, basically. We want our ecosystem rich. We want everyone to have somewhat not an equal amount of gemstones, but an equal right and opportunity to buy them and use them. So we want everyone in our community to be able to have gemstones. So yeah, our IDO price will be, our date for these will be announced properly. So yes, between 15th and 20th, but the actual dates we will let you guys know as soon as we know. And of course, we will release blind box collectibles. I've talked about this in previous ones. Previous sessions will connect to other NFT stores and services like Dago and Bonley, and we'll have our GEG and Gemstone integration pool. So yeah, Those are basically the updates. And now we're going to have a super cool sneak preview on what the interface is going to look like. So I'm going to show you guys how to get your gemstones. Here we go. So first, of course, you're going to have to create your profile. You're going to have to connect your wallet. And you can update your avatar and whatnot. You can click buy now, and basically you'll be taken to this screen where you can buy your gemstones either using BUSD or BNB or GEG itself. So you can use either of those three to get your gemstones. So that's basically how you can buy your gemstones when they are launched. It is to be noted that there is going to be gas fees as we're on the BSC. So these gas fees are paid towards the Binance Smart Chain network so that we are allowed to operate on them. And gas fees you basically have for every transaction that occurs on the platform. So yep, those are the gas fees. In addition to that, each time a user will utilize these smart contracts, there will be a charge fee, and you also need $50 worth of gemstones to cover the storage fees so you can create as many NFTs as you want. This is if you want to create your NFTs. And if you guys want to know how to create your NFTs, well, you've come to the right sharing session. Let's have a look at the sneak preview of the interface of what it's going to look like. So you can create your collectible. Click create. You can choose either single copy or multiple copy, depending on how many of the NFT you want to sell. And this is basically what will happen. You'll choose your file, choose your category. It can be collectible, trading card, artwork, game item, you name it. And there'll be royalties. So every time every time you sell it and someone else sells your NFT, you will get some royalties. So you'll gain a percentage of the transaction. So you'll kind of earn that income every time your NFT is sold to someone else. So that's basics. This is very much similar to all other NFT marketplaces out there. So if you want to know how to make NFTs on other spaces, it is so very much similar. It's basically the same. So yeah, that is the really cool previews that we have of the NFT marketplace. I hope you guys are excited to create your own and trade around. It's going to be really, really cool. There is basically no risk associated with creating an NFT. So go on and just try it. There are a lot of people who just draw scribbles for all I know. And they get to sell that for thousands or millions of dollars. So, just put something on sale and see where that goes. Someone might buy it. Someone might really, really like it. So go ahead and try your luck. There's no risk involved, I reckon. All right, guys. So that is the NFT marketplace. That's Stone Age NFT. Let's talk about our GameFi. So of course, GameFi, combining games and DeFi, the gamification of financial mechanisms, right? This is the play to earn mechanism. So the keyword is gaming, but at the core, finance is what matters most in blockchain games. So Stone Age will also offer some endless opportunities for developers to craft a new universe and world with their own hands, filled with creatures, events, objects, and even in-game economies to attract droves of players and keep them glued to our interface. And that will be thanks to our upcoming metaverse, but I will touch upon that soon. Whereas just generally, players are offered endless possibilities in generating income from in-game activities and in our blockchain games, and engaging you guys with many benefits. So we'll have our own NFT games revolving around collecting. So we'll have our collectible card games. This is where our blind box collectibles will come in. So that is for earlier adopters. It'll be great to get that in early and to play this game early and to earn early. We'll have collection, we'll have farming. So you'll be able to farm your avatar to earn NFTs, and we will have a awesome battle game where you can battle and conquer opponents' NFTs at your own will at stake. So this is going to be really, really cool. Of course, we wanted to kind of expand and have multiple game services out there so that we don't just have the one, and so that there's a bit of diversity. And so people who like different things will play different things, but they will all be connected through, of course, our gemstones and our tokenomics, basically. So yeah, this is going to be super exciting when we have more information and more graphics and better sneak preview, we will of course update you guys as soon as possible. So yeah, that is all about the blockchain games. Now, of course, we're also very, very excited to tell you guys. I know last week I was talking about the metaverse, and some of you didn't quite see how that was relevant to GeFi. Well, believe it or not, we are launching a Stone Age metaverse. We will have more details on this when we can give it to you, but for now, just feast your eyes and know that this is incoming. We have a Stone Age metaverse. And if you didn't check out last week's session, we will be uploading that very, very shortly. We usually upload the sessions a week after they've been done. So we will be uploading our metaverse sharing session very soon. So if you don't know, it basically refers to shared virtual worlds where land, buildings, avatars, and even names can be bought and sold, often using cryptocurrency. And you can wander around with friends, visit buildings, buy goods and services, and attend events. They can be broken down into two platforms, basically. One is the virtual worlds more generally, where people meet up for business and recreation. So like Facebook has announced it. I'll talk a little bit about Facebook, but it also refers to like Roblox, Fortnite, and Minecraft, where users compete and collaborate in games as well as create their own. But there's also a second distinct platform, which is centered around blockchain-based games. So the metaverse uses NFTs and cryptocurrencies like Decentraland and Sandbox, where you can actually buy virtual pieces of land and build your own environments. So yeah, that is basically the metaverse that's incoming. Check out the previous session to know way, way more about it. But yeah, this is how far blockchain technology is taking us and why we are supporting GameFi and why we are involved with GameFi, because we are heading towards the metaverse, and the metaverse is a staple of the future. It honestly is going to be the future. And I'll just let you know a little bit more about it. Basically, it's not just about the games. I know I put emphasis on the games, but the metaverse starts with games. It has to start with games, but it goes beyond that with social networking, social events. You can experience concerts online like Fortnite did, entertainment, of course, the same, and you can have business meetings, and it also affects how brands will market and how people buy things online. So it will be virtual worlds where you can meet up, you can watch concerts, you can buy things, you can advertise your own products. These worlds allow you to do all the things from real life from the comfort of your own home. So just another quick look at what companies are investing in metaverse. So Disney's getting a theme park metaverse. Microsoft is an enterprise metaverse. Amazon's going to have a shopping metaverse, and Facebook is also having its own business metaverse. As you see, very, very recently, Facebook is spending $50 million to build a metaverse. So this is happening real soon. This was just the other day, this article. So yeah, check out last week's session to know way more about the metaverse. Okay, moving on from those updates, moving on from our services, I would love to announce to you guys that we now have some great security details. We have finally gotten a security audit. So for any of you who thought that this might have been a scam, don't worry, guys. We have that proven that we are all good, that we are safe and secure. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about our security audit. So we've been verified by KnownSec. So we've been verified by KnownSec, right? And they provide on-chain data storage services based on the blockchain. It uses these permanent storage and non-tampering characteristics of the blockchain to solidify and store electronic data. It helps secure and improve apps relating to authentication, identity, existence proof. Statements about existing information can now be verified openly and transparently. So it effectively solves credibility, security, privacy issues that are faced by traditional centralized storage methods, and also those who haven't gotten their audit approved. So basically, what they can do is they audit your smart contract. So we provide them with a smart contract. They audit that code. the experts will audit that code. They will also suggest modifications and apply modifications, and then they will so that's to optimize the smart contract so it's at its best. And then they will review it again. They will have a second audit, and then they will qualify it. So basically, we have now released this. You can find this is our smart contract audit report. We are 5 stars. We are safe. We are safe. And here is our this is a snapshot of our certificate. So basically, the audit result of our known sec is pass. And that is really good news, honestly. It's very, very fantastic. So if you're unsure kind of why we need an audit, it's basically, it proves that we're genuine. It proves that projects aren't a scam. It's legitimate and it's safe. And it's important because we need to be able to gain the trust of people. Of course, we need to gain the trust of people who might be potential investors and the outside looking in. We would love to, of course, let people know that we do have this audit now. And of course, people are afraid of a rug pull. So things that don't really have an audit, people will invest all of their money and then get it all stolen, or whales will just sell all of their assets, and whales that are involved with the project, and therefore the price dips and you lose all of your money. So don't worry, this is safe and secure. Our smart contract code doesn't allow for those things to happen. And of course, security benefits. It is a high-class analysis. So there are line-by-line audits of code against vulnerabilities, testing things such as DOS attacks. If you guys know what DDoS is, gas limit issues, overflows and underflows, and variable shadowing, all sorts of things. And as said before, audit firms improve upon the smart contract code provided to them. They provide recommendations and apply them so that it's to its highest security. It's at its highest security. So no worries, everybody. We've got an awesome, awesome security audit. KnownSec has provided us with a sick audit. So that is really, really good news. And even more exciting news is that we will be listed on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap. These are 2 of the top crypto aggregators, as well as news lines, basically. So it's really excited. This further legitimizes GeFi itself, as we're going to be listed on these top platforms. So that's going to be really, really cool. We're going to have basically more exposure with this, and hopefully more investors will come and see our project and believe in our project and see where we're going with it and how it will you know, and show that its future is bright, because we have a lot of things that we still need to do with GeFi, like I said, the NFT Marketplace and the blockchain games. And of course, we do have our community rewards. So in case you don't know, of course, we do have community campaigns where we build the most active and rewarding community. We are 100% community driven. So every single one of us, even if you're a small holder, has a responsibility to maintain the value of GEG. Right? As a medium to long-term investor, which hopefully all of you guys are, you all have a responsibility to help maintain GEG. Any buy or sell affects the chart of GEG or the value of GEG. And as this is a community project, we love to make sure everybody knows our objective and what they're investing in and what the future holds for us, so that they know that this has good investment value, a good long-term investment value. So, you know, you're investing into a project with different services, not just a coin. If ever that is your worry, you're not just investing into a coin. We all have a common goal, and that's to build a strong community. So, of course, our affiliate rewards will be distributed every week. So if you don't know, if you refer someone to GeFi, you get 10% of the performance fee whenever your friends harvest. So you're always basically earning passive income for as long as your friends are using it, which is an awesome opportunity. And of course, we are getting our community rewards, our community leaders. We have our timeliners, space gliders, and we have our moon riders. So if you want to know more about being a community leader, if you want to be able to earn more, if you want more money, if you want more passive income, then being a community leader is a step towards that. And that would be really, really cool. You'd be able to have your own community, and you'll earn more. So these are just the incentives that we like to give so that we can build a strong community. So yeah, tell your friends about it, tell your family if they would like to get involved. And if you have enough, you can actually have a community of your own, which will be really, really cool. And if you didn't know before, of course, why you should hold GEG, why do you think you should hold GEG? Because there's a long-term investment. As I said, you want to hold it because it's long-term. You don't want to be selling it now and again, because then that's just kind of short-term bursts of a little bit of money. But you want this long-term, so you get to utilize, your yield farming services. You want to always be staking. Every time you sell and you're not staking, you're actually losing more money by doing that. And of course, we have our roadmap up for you. We are launching new services, so you'll want to hold on, of course, to see where it pans out. We've got our yield farming and we've got our community awards. But why it is the future is because we have our NFT marketplace where you're able to trade worldwide. We're going to be able to trade worldwide. As you may have seen before, we are an international mega community, so we have the reach. We can definitely go global with our marketplace. We have our games up and coming with play to earn services, and there's different games that multiple people or with multiple types of games, and people can try out whichever game that they fancy and whichever game they really like. We have our gaming ecosystem. So this is basically, as I said, it's the future. And a lot of, I don't know actually how old most of you guys are, but I know that very, very soon, or a lot of young people are really getting into crypto. So people who are still even teenagers are going to be learning about crypto, and they love, of course, technology, but they also love playing games, and they love to play to earn games. So it's kind of like we are adapting to what the generations kind of go through. So as we go to the next generation, this is what the future is going to be. It's what's going to be there present, basically. So we have to always look at the next generation, and Gen Z is what's going to really boost this as well. When they some of us are Gen Z already, or sorry, some Gen Zs are adults already, but as time goes on, they're going to be the ones that are the driving force of blockchain and cryptocurrency. And of course, the metaverse, which I can't stress to you enough, is huge in its own right. Just having a metaverse, it is the future of business, entertainment, and e-commerce. It really is the future. You have to check out the last sharing session to really understand why metaverse is going to be incredibly vital for today and the future. Like how we do things with business, how we do things with entertainment, and so on and so forth. And since we are involving ourselves in all of these services, which is unlike quite a few projects, a few projects only are decentralized exchanges, or they might have an NFT marketplace, or it just might be a blockchain game, but we are everywhere. We are going everywhere, and that is why you should hold, and that is why GEG is the future. So yeah. Please join our community if you haven't already. Of course, we have these 6 main communities: Rice, Sixnim, G5, STA League, OTG, and CKOL. So these are really exciting. We have about 10,000 Twitter and Telegram members and followers in the whole GeFi universe. So that is really exciting. We're only 10,000 strong, so we are just going to keep building up as we release these new services. So it's going to be really exciting. And like I said, we are an international mega community. We have the reach. We are global already. So all of these services are going to be available for every single person around the world. So if you know people around the world, then get them involved with GeFi, because this is going to boom one day. It definitely will. So yeah, please join our community. Of course, we've got our Telegram, GeFi, STA League, and the Stone Age Telegram if you want to know more about NFTs. And we've got our GeFi, STA League, and Stone Age Twitter. If you're new here, please register at GEFI.club. Don't forget to get someone's referral code so that you're helping someone out, get some extra rewards, and go on to g.finance to stake. And staking is going to be really, of course, important. That is how you earn your passive income. And if you want to learn more in your own time, then go on to info.ge.finance. Finance. And very importantly, head on to our YouTube channel to check out all of our previous sharing sessions. If you guys can help us get to 100 subscribers, then we would be very, very grateful for that. We can actually have a stylized, personalized link as opposed to this mess. But just try and find STA League. We will, of course, provide them in our Telegram and our Twitter. Like and subscribe and also comment. We would love to know what you guys want to know in future sharing sessions. We would love to be able to tailor these presentations to your taste. We want to be able to know what you guys want to know. And I'm happy to tell you anything about it. Even if I have to learn something extra myself, I'm learning something every day anyway. So I'll be happy to teach you guys anything and tell you guys about anything as long as you tell us. So please do. And just to wrap it up with newbies, if you haven't gotten your geg yet, please find our contract address, sign up for a crypto wallet, register on GeFi, buy your BNB and BUSD, exchange that on PancakeSwap, and get started with staking. You'll want to get in soon because we're also going to be releasing gemstones very, very soon. So you don't want to miss out on those pre-sales. So get to it if you haven't already. And just a few words of wisdom before we are about to close. Of course, look at market fluctuations as your friend rather than your enemy. Profit from folly rather than participate in it. This is basically saying dips aren't the end of the world. In fact, they are opportunities to earn even more money. You buy those crashes, eventually they're going to pump right back up again. And what do you know? You've earned even more money as opposed to the people who are like, oh my God, it's crashing, I'm going to pull out. They sell everything and then suddenly the market goes back up and they don't have what they invested in. So again, people panic sell when the market goes down, but then they aren't in the game when markets do well. So it's all about holding. I've made the mistake of panic selling multiple times and I regret it every single time. So hold. To just put into perspective, the amount of tokens you hold isn't equal to the price of the token, and it's greater than that. It's more than just the price of the token, because if you have loads and loads of tokens when the market is down and then suddenly the market like pumps up, well then you obviously know that your tokens are going to be well worth what they used to be. So just have to have faith in the project. And if you don't have faith in this project, then come to every single session until you do, because I don't know how else to stress it to you, but we have awesome updates coming up, awesome services coming up. So yeah, GeFi your life, guys. And of course, beware of scams. Don't accept free airdrops. You will have random people messaging you on Twitter or Telegram. I get that quite often, actually, random people who have no relation to our community. Asking for random things or just trying to spark up conversation. Please ignore that. If you're unsure, please ask our admins. Please ask all the admins. Send us a screenshot of what you've seen and we'll tell you to basically just don't click any links, don't click any links that people give you. So yeah, watch out for scams. All right, guys, now for the super exciting part of today's session. That's right, the moment you've been waiting for, free money. Free GEG. So I think I will be taking it to Tracy for a little bit. Tracy, take away what our terms and conditions are going to be for our free gag session.
Sure. Thank you, Iskandar. Thanks for sharing. I'm sure you guys have heard from him. What's the updates, what's the latest update, and how you can actually earn your passive income from GeFi. So don't miss the chance again. Come on, guys. So now let's have this free GEG session. So what we're gonna do is that I'm 5 winners equally. All right. So we have total 5 questions here, right? You can only participate. You can participate many times, but you can only win once, right? So type 1 in the chat box. Is a first come first serve basis, and I will call your name, right? And then we will unmute you, and you need to speak up and tell us your answer. That's number 5. Okay, turn your mic on, or we will unmute you, and you will need to speak up and tell us your answer. So guys, ready? Okay, first question. I'm gonna go to the questions already. Yeah. First question, guys, Ready? Ready in your ready? Get your hand ready at your keyboard. Okay, come on.
Before you answer, you have to type one. So remember that.
Yeah, you have to type one first. Don't unmute yourself, but you have to type one so that I know who is the one that actually, type one first, and I'll call your name, right? Okay, first question. What does GeFi stand for? So who's the one that typed one?
Hyena Ong typed in one first, I see.
Yeah, so can you please unmute him?
Yeah, let's find Hyena, unmute.
Yeah. Okay, speak up your answer, Hyena.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Gemstone Finance.
All right, your answer is Gemstone Finance, and that is the
Yay!
Congratulations. Okay, question number 2, guys. Ready? You have to be fast.
All right, we're just gonna
have to be
again. We'll let you guys know how to obtain your free gig after this session.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
on to the next one.
So second questions. What is our NFT marketplace called? What is our NFT marketplace called?
Okay, well, we've got B.
B, okay. Can we unmute him?
Yeah, which one?
B, that's just a B there, his name.
This one? I believe it's this one.
Hello.
Hi.
I hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Right, the answer is Stone Age.
Hey!
Yay!
Okay, you are paying attention very well.
Everyone, I'm not paying
Good job. Okay, next questions. Come on. Next question.
All right, and we're gonna meet you again, B. Thank you so much for participating. Let's go with number 3.
Okay, what is number 3? Okay, guys, what is the name of our audit firm? What is the name of our audit firm? We just shared.
Were people paying attention?
Yeah. Anyone?
Type in the chat box. What if you want to answer, type in 3, I guess. Type in 3 if you want to answer. Ooh.
No one?
Oh, we've got
Do we
Joanne.
have Joanne? Joanne, come on. What okay, can we unmute her first and then let her?
Is that the J? Is this Joanne?
Yeah, Joanne.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
No sec.
No. Sec.
Right?
Yeah. Correct. So
Yeah, you got it correctly. Yes. Okay. Congratulations. Good one.
Wait. You're getting free.
Yeah, but I likely lie already.
You cannot type your answer in the chat box. Okay, you have to type a number. You have to type 1. Type 1 at the chat box, and then we will call your name and we will unmute you. Then you speak your answer. All right. So listen carefully. The rules. Okay, you have to listen to the rules. Okay. Again, we have 2 more questions. Don't worry. Yes. Okay. You have to pass. Okay. Now, for the 4th question is, what are our 2 single assets pools?
So basically, what are the 2 things?
Okay, we have Sarah.
All right, Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah. Okay, can we unmute her and let her answer this?
Yeah, which one?
Sarah?
Can't tell which one is her.
Sarah Lau.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
With a photo.
Yeah, I'll do it manually here. All right, nice.
Okay. So what's the answer, Sarah? We have unmute you. You can speak now.
Mbox and BNB.
Mbox.
Hey, that.
Okay, last question. Mikey, you have to be fast, okay? If you want to win some, this is the last question already. So you have to be really fast, okay? Okay, last question, guys.
All right, this is an interesting question.
Yeah, it's an interesting question, but it takes a little bit of thinking and your creativity. So the best answer, we will give it to you, okay? Why do you believe? Choose the best one. So anyone here, if you want to try, you can just type one, and then we will unmute you one by one, and then we will choose the best answer. Okay.
Yeah,
Why do you believe in GeFi? Do we have anyone?
we've got Cody.
Cody, great. Okay. Please unmute him. Hi, Cody.
Hello. Can
Hi.
you hear me?
So
Yeah,
yes,
I
we
think
can hear you.
yeah, sorry. Okay, yeah, I think why do I believe in GeFi is because of the wonderful, great roadmap.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's what I believe in, and a great community definitely,
Very
Yeah.
good, very good.
and
Okay.
strong community. I'm gonna say everything.
Don't tell everything. Don't tell everything. We will choose the best one. So, do we have anyone else besides Cody? If no one else, right, we're gonna give it to him only. Okay. Anyone? Do you want to try?
Mikey, you can say more.
Mikey, you cannot say this is the same answer. That means you don't get the chance because
Okay, we've got Jackie Chin. I will ask.
unmute him. Let's unmute him and yeah, Jackie Chan. Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. For me, I think it's very simple. Blockchain is inevitable. I think you guys are on the right track.
Mm-hmm.
Great one. Great one. Good. Good. Good.
All right.
Okay. Do we have anyone else besides Jackie and Cody? Do we have anyone else? That's tricky. That's tricky. You know, these two answers is very good. Also, you know. How So how do we distribute this GEG? Okay, so there's two answers. Okay, so we're gonna close already. No more. No one's gonna answer the questions anymore, right? Why do you believe in GeFi? So we have two, Cody and also Jackie. All right. So I think two answer also very good lah. So I need to now I text my boss and see whether he can give the person also.
Yeah, would you rather split the prize, or winner takes all?
We give that means we top up lah, instead of one GEG to be distributed to five, right? Yeah, so we top up to give it to that person as well.
That's one more. Okay, well.
Okay, now I'm waiting for the answer. Okay, when I'm waiting for the answer, I texted him already. So let us just wait and see. Best answer wins. Yes. So or let him choose which one is a good one. This is tricky. This is very tricky.
Wonderful roadmap with a great and strong community. And Jackie said blockchain is inevitable and we're on the right track.
Yeah.
Very valid, very good. Very good points.
Who chow liao? Jackie went off already? No, right?
No, he's there.
He's still there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, he says we can top up. Okay, so that goes to B, Joanne, Sarah, Cody, and Jackie.
So what you need to do is send me your token address in Telegram. I'm sure you guys have you guys are in STA Telegram. You have my contact there. So please PM me your personal your wallet address and type in your name, and we will be distribute this one GEG and no, not one GEG, one GEG plus I don't know how many to the six winners, right? So we have 6 winners. Okay, great. It's a good start, and we love this Q&A. At least there's some interaction, and we can hear your answer. Very good, good job.
That was awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats to the winners, and thank you again to everybody who attended today's session. We learned a lot more. And yeah, hope to see you in the next session next week. So yeah, thanks so much.
We have another speaker here today.
Sounds
Okay, can you help? Okay, okay, guys, thank you so much. We can't thank you enough. Thanks for everyone's attending our session today again. And you have any questions or you have interest to find out more, please look for your referral community. if you're invited from someone, just go back to him and they will be more than happy to assist you. Always remember to subscribe our YouTube channel, as our sharing session will be uploaded in our YouTube channel. Click like, comment, share with your friends. So we will see you next week, same time, same place. Okay, ciao, guys.
Yeah, guys.
Thank you.